All right, going to be taking a look at stock ticker symbol DIGP, currently traded at 29 cents. You guys, well, the gap ups, well, that was yesterday. So the gap up was yesterday. It looks like today there wasn't any volume yet. Let me go ahead and verify that, Joe. DIGP, go ahead, pull this one up, and it looks like. Okay, yeah, so you guys are going to be down 6% right now, coming down at 0027 currently. Okay, so 0027, you guys are starting to pull down a little bit right now. Still with the open at 2905, so not too bad. Just basically retracting right now. This one was requested. Like I said, I want to cover it. Looks like after yesterday, you guys had this gap up, okay, on the 23rd. You guys had this gap up. What happens with this? Go look on YouTube for the video. Penny stock gap ups don't do this. If you watch that video, you'll understand what happened. So basically, off of that, the stock opened right here today, and it's starting to pull back down again. So my personal opinion, I think you guys are going to go down to the 10-day simple moving average. How is that going to play out? You guys are going to have that eagle nose that I always talk about. It's a term that I came up with. It's my own technical analysis term, is the eagle nose. What does that mean? Well, here you guys having the 10-day simple moving average come up, and then the candle is going to normally come down and bounce off of that. So I'm going to put a hold on this until you guys come down to the 10-day. I'm going to watch for it bounce off that 10-day simple moving average. And then Joe can take over from here.
All right, so I don't see any recent news on it, but what I do see is there was an 8K today, so I'm just going to pull it up really quick. Let's see what it is. All right, so on February 21st, 2017, the company sold 5 units to an individual accredited investor at the price of $50,000 per unit, each unit consisting of 285,750 shares of the company's common stock and a 3-year warrant to purchase 142,857 shares of the company's common stock at an exercise price of 26 cents per share. Proceeds to the company from the sale of the units in the offering were $250,000. The sale of the unit to the investor was exempt from registration pursuant to Section 4A2 of the Securities Exchange Act of 1933 and Regulation D. All right, so that's that. That was the Form 8 from today. Let's see this. Did we ever go over this one, David? Actually, you know what? All right, so I did find.
No, we have not. Yeah, we have not.
All right, so there was a press release over here. They obviously on February 14th, they announced their first fiscal quarter for 2017, and then there's a press release regarding a joint venture on February 22nd. So I see that here. I'm just going to pull that up right now. It's so on February 22nd, Digipath Incorporated enters into joint venture agreement with strategic investor. All right, so Digipath, an independent cannabis lab testing and media firm, is pleased to announce that it has entered into an agreement with a strategic investor, OC Testing LLC, to build an additional cannabis testing lab pursuant to this agreement. Digipath and the investor intend to open cannabis testing labs in jurisdictions outside of Nevada, with Digipath to provide turnkey service and its industry expertise, and the OC Testing to provide all the funding required to open such labs. Services to be provided by Digipath will include oversight of the purchase and installation of all laboratory equipment, responsibility for obtaining state and local regulatory approvals, and the identification and hiring of laboratory personnel. OC Testing will be responsible for financing the building of each additional lab, including the provision of sufficient startup working capital. Digipath will be entitled to 20% of the cash flow generated by each such lab. In addition, Digipath will be reimbursed for its expenses during the construction phase of each testing lab. Once a lab begins operations, Digipath will be entitled to a monthly fee of 3.5% gross revenue until OC Testing has received distributions equal to its invested capital. Thereafter, Digipath will be entitled to a monthly fee equal to 7% of gross revenue for as long as it remains an owner of each such lab. All new labs will be branded under the DigiLabs name and will meet all standards of quality and professionalism set by Digipath's lab's flagship operation in Nevada, which operates under the most demanding regulations in the nation. The parties intend to first launch a medical marijuana testing lab in the state of California, followed by additional labs in Florida and other states. However, nothing in the agreement prevents Digipath from establishing or purchasing its own labs. So, I mean, it goes on. It's the COO of Digipath made a comment about it. This agreement is an important step. His name is Todd Denkin, by the way. So this agreement is an important step in expanding the Digipath Labs brand in the cannabis lab testing market and provides us with a strategic and financial partner as we scale into other legal cannabis markets. We believe that this model will enable us to better protect and enhance the industry-leading benchmarks we have set by ensuring our direct control over each operation. So that is that. So, I mean, as always, if you have any information on the company or you want to share your opinions regarding it, feel free to go over to the Investors Hangout stock message board. You just basically type in the DIGP. It'll bring you right over to that company's board. And if you want to do more research on the company, basically just hit it right there on the company profile. You hit up the time and sales, read the recent news, the filings, financials, buy ratings. And as always, you could share your opinion with the tens of thousands of other daily like-minded users that are visiting the site.
Awesome. All right. So again, 224.029. All right. 29 cents. Watch for a bounce off to 10-day simple moving average within the next day or so. You guys are pulling down right now to the 20 days. So we're going to watch how this one plays out right now. 24.52. You guys seen that it came down and filled that. And it's hitting that price target already that we put that I put on it rather as far as the moving averages. So again, DIGP, like Joe said, head over to investorshangout.com, investorshangout.com/live to let us know about the stocks that you're following. We'll be sure to take your hot stocks and add them to the list. As always, hit that subscribe button. We definitely appreciate it very much for the support, and you will get the daily videos of the hot stocks that we cover.